Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. Here's Rodgers to throw. Throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw it, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. He'll go right back to Tunyon. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
They'll complete. And he lost the football. And his crew will take over with the football at the 35-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. Second and 10 coming up. First carry now for Gus Edwards. Room here to run. And he will take this all the way down to the Packers 30. It's a gain of 35. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his O-line and just went.
So there's two ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, hold it and get good yardage himself.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. On 3rd and short, Drake. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This is caught. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson hooking up with Mark Andrews. And the Ravens have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Keyshawn Nixon now from his end zone. Oh, good return up past the 30. Still going. And out of bounds finally, but not before getting it way across the 50 inside the track. Rodgers now on first down. Catch made by Watson on the out route. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Looking to throw again on second down. Rodgers looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jones. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up first and goal. Now Rodgers. The quick slant caught. And it's a Packers touchdown. Randall Cobb. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers are an extra point away from evening this one up. Crosby connects on the extra point. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Take it in at the 3. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. On the option, here's Drake. Only a yard of the pickup there, and he'll bring up a 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. That's complete, left side to Bateman. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
Tucker's kick is good, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
On 1st down, Rodgers. That's complete, and once again, it's Cobb. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end, Andrews. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. Yet again, targeting and finding Mark Andrews. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Tucker's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. Duvernay now going to bring it out. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
Let's see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Meanwhile, Jackson's throw is on target to Likely. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. First target, first catch, and a first down. Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
They run once more with Edwards. Now they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. 61 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On first down, Drake. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And now Jackson will look to throw it. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Dean Lowry just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
The passing game's been struggling a bit today, and that was the latest example. Haven't been getting much yardage out of it. And now on his back after the last play, he faces 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. That is a tough way to start the 4th quarter. You get the football out, drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their mind. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Rodgers. Touchdown, Packers. Robert Tonyan, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers have evened the ball game with a chance to take the lead here in the final minute of this 3rd quarter. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that will put them on top here in the 3rd. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Jackson. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain of 22. Edwards now on 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, they want to ride him down the stretch. He should have fresh legs.
And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Now a run up the middle with Drake. And he's going to be met at about the 43. They will look for some important yardage on 3rd down. From here, it would be a 60-yard boot. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
And this kick is not going to get there. It's short and no good. And that'll keep this a 1-point game.
Well, he might be the best kicker the game's ever seen. And we've seen him hit from 66, which is the all-time record. But anything 60-plus, that's a very low percentage kick. Don't tell him he doesn't believe it. But this one winds up no good.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain. 2nd down. 4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock, and a tight 1-point game. this. In all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. To throw is Rodgers. Throw right side. This is into the hands of the tight end, Tunyon. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Rodgers to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's going to have a Packers first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Rodgers throwing here. This one complete to Tunyon underneath. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. So no gain on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. Back to throw, Rodgers. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Now Rodgers. Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. The kick by Crosby is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because it had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send down the field goal unit, and then you not even see the ball go through the post. Bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
Jackson. He forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that, because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change, and get an impressive victory. And what's the old expression?